extra breadsticks. Anything for my amigo. Hello. We're just doing a little audio test real quick before we jump into it. I haven't streamed in 80 million years. 80 more billion years? Is that true? It says it's waiting for me. That's a little weird. Hello? It says that it's waiting for me, but I see it going. Insert ads during a break? What the hell is that? Oh my god, I'm watching an ad on my own stream! Okay, hold on. I'll start doing actual commentary once the ads are over. I'm gonna cry. I don't wanna know about whatever the hell this is. This is some sort of drug. I'm not paying attention to the advertisement. Hello? Okay. Okay, here we are. The ads are over now. I can listen to my own stream. I better get 30 cents for that. I watched both of those. They were 40 seconds long. Oh, hello, dog. That's not mine. Oh. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do today. So here's the thing. I talked about this in a World of Horror before, but we commissioned Bunny Bones a while back to make the absolutely incredible World of Horror thumbnail, right? And it's a really fantastic thumbnail, but the only problem that I ever had with it was that Morne was always dressed as Moriko. And the original intention behind the thumbnail was that Morne would dress up as whatever character was being played in that episode, because I'm extra like that. Now, here's the thing. The commissions are now all done, and Ayaka has been remembered. TM. So, here we go. Also, I need to... it sounds fine. Actually, should I turn up the music a little bit? I can barely hear it on my end. We'll turn it up slightly. We're listening to the World of Horror OST, if you could imagine. Sorry, that's gonna happen a lot. It's the freaking evening. This dog's gonna bark at anybody who moves. But she's been secured, and she is getting pets and attention. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through every single episode, and we are going to basically find out what character we play in that episode, and then we're gonna replace the thumbnail. I have everything set up on my end, so let's do it. We have 135 videos to check. Oh god. Alright, let's get into it. So I have them hidden just to start with, but let me show you the glow up, because this is something that neither Bunny Bones nor I realized ever. So this is the Moriko thumbnail right here. Now, watch what happens when I enable the new Moriko version. Oh my god, could you tell? Could you tell? She was missing her left hand the whole time. And I think any episode that we have Moriko in, we're just gonna leave it as is. But you will never be able to unsee that. In every Moriko episode in the past, she has no left hand. And I love that. I love that a lot. I can't believe I can't believe neither of us noticed that. Like, she just doesn't have a left hand in like all of it. So let's jump into it. I'm gonna get some music started, because I'm gonna need to listen to something on my phone to not go absolutely insane. And it is possible to listen to different songs on iTunes at the same time. which is very good, because I see that forest investigation. I see that right there. I'm gonna turn it down just a tad, just a slight bit. And I'm gonna really hope that it is still playing Forest Investigation and not versus Sayu, because that would be very problematic very quickly. They would mute this VOD faster than, Anyways. So, episode 1, Web is back in Shiikawa. I'm skimming through it. It looks like this is a Haru episode. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna disable the original Moriko thing. We're gonna turn on the Haru, and we're just gonna edit it. Episode 1, right there. And we're just gonna move it over so it works a little bit better, because I have had to adjust the number quite a bit. And then I'm just gonna go to export. Quick export is PNG 1. And I will let it replace or do whatever the hell it's gonna do. And I think, well, actually, this is the one thing I didn't test. This is the one thing that I did not test. What happens, because they're all called 1. So what happens? Like, what is this do now? Like, it's called 1. Where is it? Does it just replace? I think it just replaces. Oh, but there was no original 1. It was originally called the jacket bedroom PNG. I didn't start naming them numerically. Okay. So this is gonna get real. We're about to find out what happens on 2. Okay? We're about to find out what happens on episode 2. So let's go to episode 2. Oh, this is a Josephine moment. So real. This is a Mimi episode. So we're gonna just hide the Haru layer, and then I'm just gonna pick the... Where's the Mimi one right there? There we go. Now, Bunny Bones came up with the poses, and then I chose the outfits based on how popular I thought the outfits were, or how I thought the outfits would work with, like, identifying the character. Because, like, okay, number 2, does it just work? Like, hold on. Does it just work? It does? I didn't even change the number, actually, but I just wanted to see. So, it does work. It just replaces them without giving me any confirmation that it replaced them, which is so weird. But we take those, I guess. So, like, if you look at a lot of the characters' outfits, they have outfits that are pretty similar to each other. So, like, how do I put it? If you have, well, okay, Ayaka and Kairi are really good examples, right? Let me show you what I did with Ayaka and Kairi. So, or the outfits that I picked. Because both of them have an outfit that's called Teen Witch. And both of them have similar aesthetics. And so, like, for Kairi, we picked the ghost outfit, obviously, because that just makes the most sense. And for Ayaka, I think we just went with the normal Ayaka. Yeah, the normal Ayaka outfit. But like, both of them, like, you see what I mean, though, is, like, you have to be very careful with the outfits that you choose, because they're very similar sometimes. And so it's important to keep, like, an outfit that's distinct to the character. And at least that's what I'm going for. So this is a Koji episode, episode 3. Okay. And, you know, we gave the Koji outfit to Camera. A lot of effort went into this, and, you know, Bunny Bones, she was absolutely crazy for this. Like, absolutely unreal. And I could just do this, like, you know, I guess manually off stream, but I thought it would be fun to make some content out of it, because I feel like I would get bored. I feel like I would get bored, and I wouldn't finish it. So it's more fun to just be able to talk to the camera, I suppose. Although I am not gelling with this song. Versus Sayu, I usually gel with. You know what? No, I don't want someone with lyrics. Give me a Toho album. Give me a Team Shanghai Alice. Just put that on shuffle. Thank you so much. And what we can do, I actually don't know. I still have that up. You can see what the things are named. I named them in numerical order of like when you unlock the character. Spoiler alerts for character unlocks, I suppose. Episode 4, Editor. Oh, you know, we're also taking a trip down memory lane. Now that I think about it. So Editor, this is the first Kairi episode. But this one's really interesting because this started... Oh, this is Kairi and Aiko. So I was actually thinking about how I was going to handle this. And I'm actually wondering, can I, like, cleave Morne in half, almost? I'm going to do that. I think it would be funny. But, like, okay. So this episode, Editor, is what ended up starting the ball rolling for the Dark Souls and the Lunacid. Because I don't remember if it's this episode or if it was after we were done filming. But for episode 4, Editor, Josephine said something like, you know, if you want me to edit your videos, I will. And I was like, you know, confused. I didn't really know how to react to that, like, immediately. We're just gonna cleave Morne in half. It'll be... I want to see how this looks, at least. And I'm gonna try to get, like, as good as possible. I think this should work. And I should just be able to take the eraser tool to this, right? And just not have to worry about it so much. Ah, crap. No, I don't want to do that. Its text will no longer be editable. So true, bestie. Oh, am I on the... Oh, I'm on the... Okay, hold on. No. Abort. Deselect. No! I'm cringe. There we go. Okay, I was temporarily cringe. Now what was I saying? So this is the one that, like, led to, like, all this stuff happening. And it's been an interesting, it's been interesting for sure. Now this should work. This should work. I don't know how this looks exactly, but I think it's kind of an interesting idea. I don't know if I'm gonna do this for everyone, but we'll see. There we go. The Aiko and Kairi double episode. Now, I'm gonna have to undo quite a lot here to get this stuff back to normal. But it'll probably be okay. So we're just gonna undo edit type layer, undo the eraser. Oh, there's a lot of undo erasers we have to do here. Uh-oh. There we go. We're back. Homie is back. We have restored the timeline. So that's kind of interesting that the editor thing kind of started that whole rabbit hole. And now we have to look at endless achievements. So endless achievements, this is just me playing endless mode as Aiko for the achievements, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. the thing about endless mode is it's boring. Okay, World of Horror fundamentally is a game about clicking to the next event, and when you take that out, whoops, there we go. Hold on, are we here? What the hell did that look like? Me minimizing for beer. Whoa, there it goes. Homie is back. Fundamentally, World of Horror is a game about like clicking to the next event, but you have things that you're working towards, and you have things that you're actively doing. So when you're doing World of Horror and you're just kind of like going through the motions, like the motions to me are like literally just kind of clicking through the next event, and it's something that I don't really have to think about like at all. And that's, you know, that's not me bragging, that's brain rot, okay? That's nothing like that's nothing to be impressed by. It's just me having absolute and utter brain rot with this video game. And so the fact that I can like look at World of Horror and be like, okay, I know exactly what I'm doing when I'm just clicking, or like I know what I'm like looking out for or whatever. It's not necessarily Endless Mode's fault. It's just that I've played the game too much for this to work out, you know what I mean? Like, I've just played this game way too much, and I just, like, the thing that's interesting to me is the after mystery effects, because that changes how, like, going from mystery to mystery, the town effects afterwards, the stacking debuffs on your character, like, making it through a run is the interesting part of the game to me. And when you take all of that out to where you're in an endless single mystery, it's like, that's not interesting to me at all. That's not interesting to me at all. Oh, episode 6 is the first jury episode. This one, I'm trying to remember. This is apparently an Emmerdale episode. Oh, this is also one of the Shiikawa School funny moments. Honestly, I don't really remember much about episode 6. I won't be able to... I can't tell you much about episode 6. But we can talk about Jury a little bit. I do like Jury a lot. She's quickly become one of my favorite characters ever since her buff of getting -10 horror meter at the end of every mystery. This is probably where we discovered that. The fact that the horror meter can go down. The thing about that for me, and the thing that I really like about that, is when you're playing as Jury, she has a very unique gimmick of 50 EXP for the level, but she also doesn't really have overwhelmingly powerful perks, and so you either have the idea of playing like perk roulette, and then having the ability to just like luck into something really good, and you're increasing your odds of lucking into something really good, because you're not having to deal with the idea of whatchamacallit. You're not having to deal with the idea of like, okay, my perks are bad, so I lose the game, because you get twice as many perks as everybody else does, right? Like, you're getting perks way faster. For every 100 EXP some other asshole gets, you're getting 2 perks. And it just works out really well, because, especially at the end of a mystery, like, I think one of the things that World of Horror does way better than every game is what World of Horror can do is the end of, right? Because the actual, like, gameplay mechanic of click area, move area, see event, react to event, that in itself is not, like, super engaging, but it is engaging in the context of the game, because you're working towards something, you know what I mean? Like you're working towards something, it's an active goal that you're doing, and it just feels really good. Oh, the Toshiaki drip, you love to see it. Episode 7. This is apparently where we did Ill-Fated and Residential Recluse. Residential Recluse can go to hell. You really do hate to see Residential Recluse. It is absolutely an insane mystery. I have no idea how that made it out of, well, anything, really. It's just so blatantly nasty for basically no reason. It is a very interesting mystery in the fact that it is the only mystery that has, like, scripted events to the point where it's like the same thing happens every time, and you don't fight any enemies outside of the boss. Like, you're always gonna fight the boss at the end, but it's not really like... How do I put it? It's not to the point where... I don't know, it's such a crazy mystery, mainly because the boss is a ghost, I think. I do really like it aesthetically, especially because you see the apartment stalker outside your house, and you're like, well, I guess the nice thing is that, like, he can't get in at least, so it is what it is. Ooh, episode 8's the first Miku episode. I really do enjoy Recluse from a thematic perspective, but it is pretty wacky. It is pretty wacky. So this is a Miku episode. Hell yeah. Skeleton vomit moment. And the eye stalk having the little, like, collar thing with the spikes. That's crazy. That's, like, Bunny Bones was absolutely brazy for some of this. I chose the outfits, but ultimately she chose, like, the full designs. And I absolutely love them. Oh wait, this is episode 8. I didn't do the thing. Hold on. Let me switch that. Oh god! Let's do a little Control Z there for a moment. Thank you, thank you. So this one is the Zektast episode. So Zektast is a... I mean, what do you want me to say about Zektast? Like... Okay. This game, and how RNG works. Zektast... It's tough, because Zektast, thematically speaking, is really, really cool. A lot of stuff in this game, thematically speaking, is really, really cool. The problem, ultimately speaking, is that Zektast... The benefit of... so Zektast is you lose -1 stats every 21% doom, right? And so it makes sense that the Miku episode was the first one that we did Zektast in, because I wanted to counteract Zektast's effect, so that I didn't have to worry about it. The problem is, Zektast's whole balancing is he takes away your stats, but he gives those stats back to you in a single stat, right? So he takes away one of all your stats, and then suddenly you get 3 strength, or suddenly you get 3 perception, or 3 dexterity, or 3 knowledge. The problem is that these are random events, and the RNG in this game is broken as hell and doesn't work. Okay, like, controversial opinion, controversial statement, the RNG in this game is broken as hell and doesn't work. Okay? I have seen so many things in this game that blow my mind every single time I think about them. And of course, the next episode is called 70% chance to hit 8 attacks. So you know we're about to see some absolutely insane bullshit. But the thing is, right, with Zektast, if you were guaranteed 1 Zektast event per mystery, or even every other mystery, if you wanted it to be, like, hard, right? I would be 100% on board for Zektast. But the problem is that you can get Zektast events never. You can never see a Zektast event. And so that doesn't feel good to play, right? I'm not even talking about game balance at this point. I'm just talking about, like, what feels good to play or not. And I think that's a problem. Episode 9 is a Haru episode. You love to see it. I think that's a problem that Zektast is just always going to have, because, like, Zektast's playability, like, for fun, right? Like, not game balance. Like, game balance and, like, feels good to play are 2 completely different things, okay? That's important. But it's just, like, Zektast does not feel good to play because when you get into the weeds of it, it just feels bad. Like, it just feels bad. When you get into the weeds of it, it just feels bad. If you get multiple Zektast events in one go, it feels great, right? Like, it genuinely does. It genuinely feels absolutely fantastic, but if you are not getting any Zektast events, it feels terrible. It feels terrible to play. And you're also, here's another thing, not only is it playability and like how it feels to play, it's also story-wise. Hello, doggy. Hello. When you are playing an Eldritch God, right, you can feel the thematics of like all of them without necessarily getting their events, and also you do get their events all the time. Maybe that's bias of, like, you know, maybe that's bias of having... Episode 10's a Koji episode, correct? Oh, it's a Koji / Mizuki episode. Let's do one of those weird thumbnails again. That'll be fun. So, we'll do a little Mizuki, and we'll do a little Koji right there. Alright, and then we'll do a little... one of these... just straight down the middle here. That's actually not straight down the middle. That should be basically perfect. And what I'm on the text layer again. Is this gonna work? I hope it does. No, that doesn't work. No, it doesn't work at all. We play Koji at the beginning, so we'll just do that. It only works if they have the same body pose. And the Koji outfit and the Mizuki outfit do not have that. So we play Koji for most of the episode, so it's a Koji episode, so it's a Koji thumbnail. But I don't know what I was saying about Zektast. I got temporarily distracted. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. I forgot skull emoji. So, here's the thing, right? When you don't get the, like, assimilation to the perfect life form events, you're missing a lot. Like, you're missing a lot out of the thematics of Zektast, so it just feels kind of bad. I guess I'll just leave it at that. Because I kind of lost my train of thought. Episode 10 is titled Kiwi Moment, and I know we just, like, went over that very quickly, and we're already done with episode 10. Kiwi Moments are a long-running thing on the channel, and there's a long-running joke. Episode 11 is titled Ayaka the Witch, so I don't care what character we play in here, we're making it an Ayaka thumbnail. Sorry. But, Kiwi Moments are, like, a long-running joke on the channel, and Kiwi is a long-running friend of the channel. So I guess we could get into some lore, because a lot of people weren't around back in the day, and if you're watching this Scrimblow live stream, you'd probably want to know web lore, right? Probably, maybe? Who knows? So... Kiwi and I met... Oh, when was it? It was several years... Well, not several years ago. It was, like, back in 2020? Or, like, really late 2019. And I remember Kiwi was sitting in VC, in a voice chat, with somebody else who I hadn't met before, and I just assumed that they were friends. And I just randomly decided to join that voice chat, and they were, like, telling me about a bunch of stuff, and I learned about some of the most Scrimblow games you could ever imagine. There was one game that was like... Oh, wow. Episode 12 is also an Ayaka, but it's also a Mimi episode, and they do have the same pose, don't they? This will work, chat. This will work. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. I heard about a bunch of, like, Scrimblow games that I'd never even heard of before in my life. Like, I'm trying to remember what it was called, but it was, like, this one that was, like, we'll make this a little bit taller, and then we'll move it down. Maybe we will not move it down. Oh, there we go. I can kind of move it on an axis a little bit. It's kind of snapping, though. It's kind of snapping no matter what I do. That's kind of unlucky. Can I... Oh, there we go, there we go. Perfect, perfect. But then it's not really long enough. But that's fine, because it's the same pose, so it's just the outfit that I have to delete, right? Right? What was that game called? It was like a weird visual novel. This is episode 12. Me and fatalism can be fatal, rutzou. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was this weird... It was this weird, like, visual novel game where it was, like, the characters died... Well... You started off and you're, like, walking somebody home from school, then you, like, got kidnapped into, like, the Shadow Realm or something. It's on Steam now. I have it on my wish list. And I never forgot about it, and it's really funny because... most of the... Okay, I'm just gonna deselect the outline. That's fine. And then I also heard about... I remember one of the first things that Kiwi and I ever did together was Steam remote played One Step from Eden. And he really wanted me to play One Step from Eden. And so we played that for like an hour. And then I don't really remember what happened next. I think it was like... I'm trying to remember. I think that's when the Among Us days started. And when the Among Us days started, that shit went hard, right? That shit went hard, and that's how I met, like, I met a lot of people through Among Us. I met probably, like, 15, 20 people through Among Us. That was crazy! Also, we're on episode 13, and it's been, it's been how long? 32 minutes. We gotta pick up the lightning round. Oh god. This is not the lightning round. This is episode 13, Monument, My Beloved. So the thing about the Monument, very important. Monument is OP. Very, very good, but also not the most overpowered thing anymore when it comes to Doom reduction. Well, it is for Doom reduction, but for Doom mitigation, that's a completely different story. This seems to be a Miku episode. So we turn the good old-fashioned Miku bedroom on, and then we're good to go. I'm glad I made it easy for myself like this. But I am also thinking how many items I could craft in the meantime of doing this. Oh my god. I freeze-framed it perfectly on the subtitle saying whatchamacallit. Absolutely beautiful. I also see Residential Recluse. I see Miku. I see Monument, My Beloved. What more do you want me to say? The Monument is one of the best locations in the game, but the police station got buffed so much. The fact that the police station is just direct mitigation instead of... I mean, I don't know. What did it even used to do? Another Ayaka banger, huh? Real. Like, I'm trying to think what the police station used to do. I literally don't even remember. Like, I know you could ask for patrols, and it would, like, it would allegedly lower your enemy encounter rate. But, like, I don't even know, you know? I'm literally trying to think of, like, what on earth it even used to do. Now here, besides letting you dodge the goth egg, besides you letting you reroll Life Coach infinitely for free. Also, episode 14 is a banger, by the way. I just remembered what this one is. This is the more injuries that can display on the screen. And I think this one has a unique thumbnail, actually. It is! It does have a unique thumbnail. It has all of the injuries displayed at the end there. More injuries than can display on the screen. That is so true, bestie. So I'm wondering... I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna take a, like a snip tool picture from the video. And then I'm gonna just add this in. It's not actually all of the injuries. And we're gonna yeet this out of existence once we can. But for now, we're just gonna throw this in here. And that should be good enough. You can even see my mouse cursor over stable condition. Because I don't want to lose some of the unique aspects, because some of the thumbnails are unique. And if you've been playing along at home and going through the playlist, you might have seen that we skipped over the tutorial video for the blue gem riddle completely. We just did do that. Episode 15, Coughing Blood. This is a Mimi episode. I can definitely, in doing this, see, like, my bias towards characters. I could definitely, in doing this, see my bias towards characters. How do you remove a layer? Delete layer, there we go. Delete layer injuries, so true, bestie. One T4. Nah. It's T1. Sorry, that was a reference to something that, like, is not in the target audience at all for these YouTube videos, or streams for that matter. Episode 16. We do need to go faster. We need to get our thumbnails per minute up, our TPM up. How much have you ever lost on a 90% chance to hit? Oh my god, it's another Mimi episode, though. Real. So true, bestie, so true. You absolutely love to see it. More Mimi episodes. Which, you know what? I actually think I have a bias against Mimi these days. Like, I don't play Mimi very often. Oh no. Oh no, this is the No, this is the Bear Claws. Oh, this is the Bear Claws saga. I understand everything now. That's why this is all Mimi. And this is probably why I have a bias against her. Oh, this also has the stupid Bear Claws thing. This is also a unique thumbnail. Do I have in my back pocket a picture of Bear Claws? Like, just the text of Bear Claws. Let's see. It's not in my thumbnails folder, which makes sense, because I don't remember seeing it. I look at my thumbnails folder all the time. I don't think it's in my materials folder for thumbnails, because that shit hasn't been touched since, like, we did the Garfield parody for April Fools. It's not in that folder. Uh-oh. I don't think it would be in the finished folder either. And I don't think it would be... Actually, why don't I just search thumbnails for bear? And ladies and gentlemen, it's... Look who it is. I don't care. This gets to be in the video now. This gets to be on the thumbnail. Where should we put it? Where should we put the Starlight Bear? Should the Starlight Bear cover up Halligan just this once? Yeah. And what we can actually do is we can make the Starlight Bear, like, as bigger than Halligan's face, right? Also, I did find it. It's right here. It's Look Who It Is. So we can actually make the Starlight Bear, we can take the Starlight Bear down here. Below Mimi. And then, just this once, just for this time, and we're immediately gonna undo this. The smart object will be smart no longer. Goodbye, Halligan. You are now a Starlight Bear from the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV, with a free trial extending up to the award-winning Heavensward expansion, and now including the follow-up to the Heavensward expansion, Stormblood, with level 70 up to no restrictions on playtime. Also, I'm gonna have to undo so much here. This is so bad. There we go. Me and Bear Claw's Rutzou. Why do I have a picture of the Starlight Bear's mount icon on my computer? I don't know. It's probably a part of a fan kit or something that I have installed. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright, now it's time to hit undo, like 80 times. I don't even think undo goes back that far, but we'll see. Alright, the layer is not weird anymore. I don't know if that even matters, but here we are. This is just the Mimi arc, isn't it? Yeah, the next three episodes are all Mimi. So, I mean, you know what? That saves me a little bit of time having to click through them all. Episode 18, Masked Figures Moment. So Mimi's challenge. I haven't thought about Mimi's challenge in a long time for the sake of my reason stat. Mimi's challenge, or Mimi's little project, was MLP. True. Mimi's little project was something else. I don't even know what to say, honestly. It was an experience. Bear Claws was so unfathomably annoying because that was the -2 dexterity one, right? I'm trying to remember. Oh god, I don't want to think about it, but I'm trying to remember. But I wish I forgot. Skull emoji. I could probably just read the title of all of these episodes because, you know, wrong book. Sounds like a Toshiaki thing to me. Ghost Town, that's the Mizuki one. So this is pretty locked in, the Toshi moment. Me when I grabbed the wrong book at the library. Uh-oh. Now I know how to cook the best waffles and pancakes you've ever goddamn seen in your life. Shiikawa isn't prepared for the chef. Also, can I just say how much I aesthetically love the idea of like, you are someone who would usually get the Necronomicon, and you would cast ancient eldritch magic, right? But one day, you accidentally grab, and this is true, a cookbook. And then you're still trying to save the world. You still have to save the world. You know? I think this is the first Mizuki thumbnail. Like, this is the first regular-ass Mizuki thumbnail, if you can believe it. But, like, you're trying to save the world. And wouldn't you know it, you grab the cookbook instead of the Necronomicon. And what the hell does that mean? Well, it really is quite as simple as that, you know? Because you see, you just randomly cook breakfast in the middle of saving the world. Like, that is so aesthetically funny to me. like, from the perspective of how it works. Because it's like, you don't have the Necronomicon, so you can't cast crazy spells. But you have a cookbook. And so it's like, well, you know, might as well. I love it. I absolutely love it. Toshiaki's challenge is so fun. Toshiaki's challenge is so fun. It's probably one of my favorite challenges in the game. And it's also, like, here's the thing. When you're making a challenge, it can either be difficult or it can be, like, a modifier. And Toshiaki's is a modifier, right? Like, it's just, like, it is objectively harder because the Necronomicon is ridiculously broken. And so having a beneficial item, but you don't have the Necronomicon, is all you need, right? Like, that's all you need to make a challenge run on Toshiaki, is give him a beneficial item. Oh, it's a Oh, this is the first Moriko episode. Let's go. It's Look Who It Is. She now has a hand. But she doesn't yet, because I'm not replacing it. If it's a Moriko episode, I'm not replacing the thumbnail. All future Moriko episodes will, you know, it's Look Who It Is. World of Horror achievement hunting. I'm not changing that thumbnail either. Oh no, this is a unique thumbnail? I don't think I have this. What is at the top there? I can't even tell. It's episode 26. And then we're just skipping the... Because the last episode we did was episode 23. That's a Kairi episode. And then 24, 25, and 20... 24 and 25 are Moriko episodes. And then there's a live stream. So it's 26 is a Haru episode. But, I'm now just searching random things on my thumbnails folders. I am... The amount of brain rot that I have, that I still have these things, is insane. The fact that I still have this shit just lying around on my computer somewhere is actually, like, unreal. Oh my god. Like, the fact that I just have that I just typed nicotine and it was there. It was the only result, too. That's so funny. Is it? Yeah, it's just nicotine PNG. I cannot believe I just have that just on my computer. That's so good. That's so good. We should be able to make sure that all the unique thumbnails stay unique at this rate, because it's just like, what do you even mean at this point, bro? What do you even mean? Oh my god. Episode 27, parole violation. That's Miku's challenge, right? That sounds like it. Did I say 23? I meant to say 27. Ah! Lorem ipsum jump scare. Real. This is the parole violation is Miku, right? Oh yeah, the title says Miku's challenge. Yeah, I like to put the character's name in the title because those episodes get more views. I was so real for that. I was so real for that. Also, the Zune pits are not hitting as much as I thought they would. That's, what on earth do I want to listen to? Oh. Apparently, I have a folder called Favorite Songs. So we're just gonna hit that. It'll be funny, chat. It'll be funny, chat. Also, thank God it's still going on the World of Horror OST, because for some godforsaken reason, on my iTunes it says that it's opened like a Toho Jazz like folder, and I don't know why. And I really hope it's still playing Mystery Combat like it says it is, but I don't know. I mean, I guess I could just put my headphones on real quick. Just to make sure, just real quick. Yeah, there we go. That's Mystery Combat. That's Mystery Combat. That's real. That's true. Episode 28. Aiko. It's Aiko. It's an Aiko episode because it's for my friends, right? For my friends? For my friends. That's an Aiko reference. Is that a motherfreaking Aiko reference? You're goddamn right it is. So we are probably not going to do all 130 because I didn't realize how long it would take me. So we're probably just gonna do like, I don't know, 69. Nice. Episode 29 is Yumiko. Yumiko's in the title of episode 29. This is the first Yumiko episode, and I actually do like the Yumiko drip. Shoutouts to the World of Horror Discord for telling me that was supposed to be the Adidas logo. I have no idea if that's true or not, because it doesn't look like the Adidas logo to me. But, you know, you just got Adidas some free advertising regardless. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. But if for some reason... Oh shit, episode 30, Kiwi's weapon chart! Kiwi's weapon chart, oh my god. And this is, Reign of Spiders as well. That's a Yashiro reference. And I think this is the first time we're gonna see the Yashiro drip on the big screen. Shoutouts to the little halo. I really like that. Now, so here's the thing about Kiwi's weapon chart, right? It's really useful if it's updated, and I don't know if it's updated currently. It was updated back in the day, like when we were mid-episode. Like if you go back and watch episode 30, Kiwi stopped talking, and he just locked in, and he started working on the weapon chart. So it's like, he's talking, there's banter for like the first, I don't know, like... well, actually, I made chapters for this episode, so... YouTube apology is a chapter, that's great. I was so real for that one. I'm real a lot of the time, you know? I'm just that cool. This is also a unique one, because it was, nani.jpg is in there. But, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get nani.jpg back in there, but I think it would be disrespectful to block the first Yashiro, drip thumbnail. So, what we're gonna do... what folder do I have nani.jpg in? I'm just gonna search nani.jpg. It's right there. Okay, cool. Instantly came up. Uh-oh. I think Adobe... Oh my god, nani.jpg's so powerful that Adobe froze while loading it. That's Kiwi's power. I mean, I guess we could just kind of, like, leave it over Morne's face. It doesn't obstruct the drip at all. I guess that's fine. Me and unique thumbnail rutzou. If you go back and watch that episode, there's a point where, like, for, like, half the episode, Kiwi's bantering, and he's, like, answering questions, and he's talking about the weapon chart, and we're kind of, like, shooting the shit about old World of Horror. And then, just, like, randomly, at some point, like, the weapon chart gets brought up in, like, a... I don't even remember if it was, like, a negative light, but, like, the weapon chart gets brought up, and he just sort of, like, locks in, and then he immediately stops talking. He just immediately stops talking, and he's, like, very quiet for the rest of the episode, and I think you can hear his keyboard, and he's just working on the weapon chart, and then, like, near the end of the episode, he's like, the weapon chart's almost done. Oh, we love Kiwi. We absolutely love Kiwi. Now, the weekly quota Wednesday did get skipped, because I think he said that we needed to record it on Saturday. Sorry for breaking the illusion. And, I was busy Saturday, so I just completely forgot skull emoji'd. And then I think late at night I played League of Legends, so... I'm sorry, Kiwi. I'm sorry! Episode 31's the Mizuki episode. Real. Me and Mizuki Rutsu. But yeah, I'll go through and work on all these on my own time, and by that I mean while I'm working on my crafting relic. But, also, there wasn't supposed to be a World of Horror today. There was not supposed to be a World of Horror episode. But there was a World of Horror episode today because, and in that World of Horror episode, I say there's not going to be a World of Horror episode today, the day we do the stream. We're doing a stream instead. But guess what? I had the video on publish, and all I had to do was hit publish, and I forgot. And so, I had the video ready to go, it was ready, and then I hit it, and then I realized, like, oh god, I never hit publish, and it was, like, at, oh god, it was, like, at 2 or 3 a.m. It was because some Redditor made a tier list based off the extremely outdated the chart? Yes, true, real. And I think that was it, right? Like, I don't remember what started it because I never, ever, ever Google myself. Ever. The idea of doing that is genuinely terrifying to me. I don't want to know what people talk about. Like, if someone talks about me, I don't want to know. I don't want to know at all. I do not want to know unless it's on my server, like my Discord server, and people are talking about me there, in which case that's fine. I never name search myself. I never look myself up on the internet. I never want to know. I absolutely never want to know. It's good. It's better for your mental health that way. If you just never look yourself up online. The most that I'll ever do is when I want to find my World of Horror videos, I'll type like World of Horror, and then because how algorithm stuff works, I'm like the first thing that shows up on my version of YouTube, if that makes sense. This is a Toshiaki video? Hell yeah. Episode 32. Technically, Moriko's right at the very start, but she's just like there for like 4 minutes, so. Out of bias, Toshi gets the thumbnail. And also, I wouldn't edit the thumbnail if, you know. Although, this is actually the same pose as the Moriko one, so I guess we have to do the funny thing. But, whatchamacallit. I don't remember how it happened, but for some reason, one of us was browsing the World of Horror Reddit, and we saw the weapon tier list, and we were like, oh my god, this weapon tier list is horrible, what is this? Like, what happened? And then in the comments section, they were like, using the weapon chart from Kiwi, and then the person who found it is like, oh my god, oh no, they found it, it left the target audience. And then we both started freaking out. And we were like, okay, we need to do a video. We need to do a video really quick. We need to do a video really fast. We need to immediately do a video. And so, like, the moment we could, we got on VC, and we recorded that episode. Because we were like, oh god. we were not having it, like, we were like, oh god, somebody's being roasted online because of the weapon chart, oh god. Because, like, that weapon chart was made in, like, the very early days of early access, like, that shit was for real, right? Like, that was old. And so somebody was trying to use it in the modern day, and we were like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And, oh geez. This is how you can tell it's an edited, this is how you can tell it's the new Moriko, by the way. Is because Morne has a left hand. We went over that earlier, but I think it's still pretty funny. Okay, undo eraser, undo rasterize layer. I don't know what that does, by the way. Yeah, it just, Adobe makes you do it. Kind of freaks me out because I'm completely ignorant on everything Photoshop related. Episode 33, 3 dream enemies? The number 3, you sure about that? Oh my god. The weapon tier list is horrible, works cited you. I don't even remember what the weapon tier list was like. I just remember that, I just remember it wasn't, like... It was not what you probably wanted. Oh my god, what? This is an hour long? We switch between Ayaka and Toshiaki? I think Ayaka has a different pose, right? Yes. We'll do, there's more Ayaka runs here than there are Toshiaki runs, so... Overruled, we're doing an Ayaka thumbnail. But, I literally don't even remember what was in the weapon tier list, but I remember it had, like, factually incorrect information, and they were citing, Kiwi's weapon chart, so we both freaked out, and we were like, oh, this is horrible. The person who made it, like, obviously, they didn't have any bad intentions. Oh, this was episode 33, too. Episode 33, 3 dream enemies. The number 3, you sure about that? All 3? So, like, that person didn't have any bad intentions, obviously. They just found a weapon chart from a very early version of the game, and then it's like, you know, the rest is history. 100% completion at 7 a.m. Ah, so this is... We have a problem here. So, how long do we have to wait? This was 3 months ago. How long do we have to wait before we can spoil? Like, you can see it on your screen right now, obviously, but how long do we thumbnail spoiler the secret 100% completion character? You can see it on your screen right now. I'm gonna say it's Kana. How long do we not show Kana? Because as you can see here, that'll be a Kana alt. The good old-fashioned Dorito pizza shirt with pyramids. How long do we not show Kana? Because, like, obviously anybody who plays World of Horror for any length of time will be like, okay, you know? Like, I think past episode 100, I think that's where I feel comfortable with it. Because it's like, if you are watching a series and that series gets 100% completion on episode, like, 30-ish, I think 70-ish episodes later is fair for, like, spoilers being, for being free, I think. The only problem, though, is that it's a thumbnail thing. This is why I originally didn't want to get a Kana alt commissioned, because I didn't want to spoil it thumbnail-wise, because obviously the most recent episode is the one that everybody's going to see when they go to the channel. So it doesn't matter if it's episode 100 or 1,000. If it has Kana in the thumbnail, if you're new to World of Horror, you're not going to see it. Like, you're going to see it and you're going to be like, oh, I know that character. That's the ally from that one mystery. So I wonder, like, I don't know how much I actually care. Put obnoxious sensor bars over it? Real. We could actually do a Gaussian blur. Yeah, actually, I think that would work. How do you do a blur? Like, how do you do a blur in Photoshop? Actually, yeah, I think we can, But I mean, for the long-term problem, right? Like, this one we can blur. Like, that's fine. But, like, how do you... Because, like, if you make 1,000 episodes of something, obviously you can't be spoiled at that point, right? But other people can, and if it's the thumbnail and it's the most recent episode and people click on the channel and they look at the most recent video you uploaded and it's there, that kind of defeats the purpose. So we're having a moral conundrum right now. But for this, a Gaussian blur is fine enough. The blur tool. Strength 500%. Oh, an integer between 1 and yeah, okay. Hold on. This is the wrong layer. This one. 100% strength. Okay. Now, how much do we have to blur this before it becomes unrecognizable? No, it's not. That's not good enough. No, it's not at all. So I think for this first episode, we're gonna not do that. We're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it as is. Episode 34, old Moriko thumbnail. That's okay. Now, episode 35, this is a certified Yumiko moment. This is a certified Yumiko classic. Yumiko gets a haircut. I vaguely remember that there was discourse around Yumiko. And, I mean, we are taking a trip through memory... Memory? Sounds like a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype. We're taking a trip down memory lane here. So, I think my reaction to the whole discourse was, God forbid women do anything. God forbid women have hobbies. But, I don't know. I don't really remember the Yumiko discourse that much. I remember I told Josephine and one of my other friends about it, and both of them didn't really care. And so since it didn't hit, since it wasn't discourse in, like, my immediate circles, it was like, okay, I can kind of relegate it to, I don't really pay attention to it that much, and I can kind of dodge it if it comes up. But we do love Yumiko. I think from a mechanical perspective, the thing that I really like about Yumiko is that she could unironically do a luck build. And I had a friend, she was asking me to run her down the World of Horror meta like a few nights ago. And the thing that I was so sad about was I accidentally came up with the best Yumiko buff of all time that would make Yumiko, like, actually viable. To the point, and not, like, viable, I guess. Like, Yumiko is fine on all difficulties except Harbinger of Doom. But, like, if you wanted to really, like, if you wanted to buff Yumiko, if you wanted Yumiko to be bawling, alright? If you wanted Yumiko to be based as hell, give the Lucky Bat strength and luck scaling. And if you did that, her combat would be infinitely better. Infinitely better. She might be borderline broken. But if you wanted to completely make her ridiculously busted, give her defensive actions, brace and dodge, or if you just want her to be a dodge tank, just dodge, give dodge luck scaling too. If you gave her weapon strength and luck scaling, and her dodge just luck scaling, or both if you wanted her to be even more ridiculously broken, you could give her luck scaling on her weapon and her dodge, and she would be so good. She would be so ridiculously fun. I would love Yumiko if she had luck scaling. Like, just make her the only character in the game that has luck scaling. She would go brazy. Unimaginably so. Oh my god, I would love that so much. She would be broken as hell. I'm pretty sure she would be broken as hell. She would be much better than she is right now. She'd definitely be viable in Harbinger of Doom. Because, like, playing Yumiko and Harbinger of Doom, like, just having, like, what are all of her stats on? 4? And then she has -1 knowledge because of the concussion, so she's, like, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4, or whatever. Like, that's just rough. Like, that's just very difficult. Episode 37 is called White Death. You already know that's the text bar. You already know which character this is. Is that a Haru reference? You're goddamn right, that's a Haru reference. I'm not even clicking on the video. I'm not even clicking on the video. It's just getting the Haru thumbnail. I do not care. If we're clickbaiting people with the unique Haru enemy, then we're clickbaiting people with a Haru thumbnail. You're goddamn right. My favorite thing about Yumiko is that mechanically speaking, she's awful. Real. I want Yumiko. I like Yumiko a lot. I really, really wish mechanically she was a lot better than she is. And if you gave her luck scaling, she would be busted. She would at least be viable, I think. Even without attack speed. Like, getting two... Like, Giving her Lucky Bath, strength and luck scaling, I think would make her viable without attack speed. Like, I think you would have so many stats at that point with your bonus luck and your bonus luck and your strength. I think she would be good. 38 is a Mimi episode, huh? Seeing a lot of Mimi episodes these days. And by these days, I mean 3 months ago. Now all the episodes are jury runs. You're goddamn right. As it should be. Speaking of jury, episode 39, jury when she gets you. The next 3 episodes are jury episodes. Okay. I'm just looking at the titles. I think this is when I fell in love with jury. As sort of like a mechanically speaking. Jury and the horror versus the misery worm. Jury is so fun to play. I want more characters in this game like Jury, because she is so fun. Because, like, okay, so Koji also has some sort of, like, fast EXP leveling thing that Jury has, but for Jury, it's built into her kit, and it's a thing that she has to play around. Because it's an advantage and a disadvantage built into one, and the horror is such a fun mechanic as well. Jury is one of my favorite characters to, like, mechanically play. I really still like Miku, but I think after the buffs, I think Jury is one of my favorite characters to play. Like, second or tied for first. I still really like Miku, though. But I feel like Miku got a lot worse because I feel like stat checks are more important than they used to be. Which is probably my, probably my hottest take, actually. Because I remember that for World of Horror, stats have always been looked down upon, and I understand 100% why. Stats are terrible, and they're completely unreliable. But also you can increase them, and so increasing them, you die less. But you can still get owned. Like, that's the thing, is stats are completely unreliable, but I still think they're worthwhile from a mechanic perspective. Because, like, whenever you play Yumiko, or whenever you... like, the reason why Toshiaki gets away with having dogshit stats is that he's the best character in the game. The reason why Miku gets away with having dogshit stats is that she gets better stats as the run goes on. But Yumiko doesn't get away with it because she doesn't have any, like, super powerful thing that makes her busted, you know? Like, she doesn't get +4 in all stats for free. She doesn't get -50 Doom and some of the most powerful in-game effects known to mankind, right? Like, she just kind of exists with a baseball bat, you know what I mean? So, for me, anyways... Speaking of Yumiko, episode 42... Did I already export? I'm losing track. I'm just gonna type 41, just in case, and then we're gonna go to Yumiko right now for 42, because Yumiko might not be that great. Oh wait, no, the next 3 episodes are Yumiko episodes. Yumiko is bad at giving herself a haircut. Chat is the 70% chance to dodge real, and Yumiko might not be that great. We are here. We're in the Yumiko mines. I can't wait for the balance patch, honestly. I want to see if the bad characters get better. Because one of the things that World of Horror is really bad at, like, one of the things that World of Horror is terrible at, actually, like, really, really bad at, is balancing characters who are bad. Balancing characters who are good? Fair enough, right? Like, I can't really complain about the changes about Ayaka or Toshiaki, because some of those changes were literally just, it does what it says it does now, like Sheb's Surge gives you 6 Doom, right? I think? I hope? I don't know. I don't pay attention, because Sheb's Surge is still really, really good. But, like, when you are playing World of Horror as a good character, like, the balance on the good characters is fine. Like, the balance on the good characters is completely fine. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. The balance on the bad characters and the mid characters who struggle in higher difficulties is terrible. because they don't have anything at all that lets them compete. And this is a single-player, story-driven, narrative-focused horror game with, like, I guess survival light mechanics with resource mechanics, I suppose. I don't know how to describe this game. I don't know how to describe World of Horror. World of Horror is weird. But the thing, episode 45 has Koji's name in it, so if I'm gonna clickbait you with Koji, we're going in with the Koji thumbnail. You're goddamn right. I think this is, it says unlimited plushies, so we're probably doing something pretty silly here. But like, so here's the deal. Characters who are bad suck. In the higher difficulties, in the lower difficulties, you can play any character you want. Nothing's wrong. And in Harbinger of Doom, you can play any character you want, and nothing's wrong. It's just that you really feel like there were some characters that were designed for higher difficulties, and then there were some characters that were designed to not be played on higher difficulties. But the thing is, all of that is unintentional because Panstash plays on Cultist. I think he said that. I think that was confirmed in the Discord. So any and all balancing is around Cultist existing, and then you get really, really confused at how the game is balanced, and you're like, wait, what the hell? Episode 47's a Moriko episode. We ain't changing that. It's a legacy thumbnail. It's being grandfathered in. Oh, Whitestone Black just kicked up on the playlist. You love to hear it. Me and the fungus grows rutzou. Ayaka moment. Yeah. Real. Okay, it's still playing World of Horror music. I had to check. I was a little bit nervous for a second there. But, yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to the balance patch. But the thing is, like, okay, can I be cynical for a moment? Can I be an asshole for a moment? More so than I already am, which I apologize for. Thank you for putting up with me. Every single World of Horror balance patch in existence has always been the good characters stay good or get better, and the bad characters get worse because the game gets harder. And I feel like it's pretty obvious that, like, a balance patch is sorely needed if your intention as a developer is to make the disparity, the power scaling between characters narrower. So you can have, so if somebody's favorite character is Yumiko, they aren't completely screwed by how, like, Yumiko is bad. Right? Because Yumiko gets advantages in everything that doesn't matter. Oh, she gets luck? That's crazy. Oh, she gets bonus dodge? That's freaking insane, bro. Sister, that's crazy. I'm looking forward to the next random illegal den buff that still doesn't make it viable. Side locations are so sad. Side locations are so sad. But you know what? I will say, if you told 3 years ago, Web, that the police station would be viable and borderline mandatory every HOD run, I would have called you crazy. So the side locations can get better. They just need to get better. You know what I mean? Like, there just needs to be like a conscious effort to try to make them good. Oh, we're on the Misery Worm arc right now. Oh god. Misery Worm. How do I feel about the Misery Worm? I hate the Misery Worm. I hate the goddamn Misery Worm. But that's fine. Because the Misery Worm is basically an old god who's a challenge run, right? So I have no problems with that. I actually have a lot of problems with that because I hate the Misery Worm. But the Misery Worm is fine, TM. I see Mizuki's in the majority. Mizuki, it's a Mizuki run in this episode. Worm arc, worm arc. The worm arc is probably the least fun I've ever had in World of Horror, by the way. Episode 50, that's a Moriko episode we're skipping. Oh, episode 51, huh? A Mimi episode. That's crazy. A Mimi and Ayaka episode. Hold on. Ayaka has the same pose, right? She does. She does. Alright. So... I think we've done a Mimi and Ayaka one before, so I'm actually gonna do it the reverse way. So we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna cut out the left side. But like, the side look, I'm actually more optimistic about the side locations than I am anything else. I'm definitely more optimistic about the side locations, because Mimi, Ayaka, okay, so this is episode 51, flashbacks moments. I'm definitely more optimistic about the side locations for real. And we can just deselect this, and it just works. Will pharmacy be good one day? So here's the thing. Back in the day, in the true believer minds, I think pharmacy was fine. We were on an arc where we would, like, buy experimental drug and, like, I don't remember what the other one was called. Experimental drug was, like, +4 sanity, -2 stamina, and there was, like, another one that was, like, +4 stamina, -2 reason. Or, like, max reason, not, like, damage, but, like, max. Something like that. Those two items are really, really good. And pharmacy already has the scalpel, so I feel like if the bone saw and the scalpel ever get buffed, that could definitely... I feel like the pharmacy is, like, the easier one to save, because it's got a lot of good items in it. It just needs to not be so threatening to go there. And it also doesn't really have any competition either, because you can only take Enter and Pharmacy. You can't take anything else, right? I think just how much Doom is in the game right now, that's what makes the Pharmacy bad. But there's definitely a meta for it. There's definitely a way that you could make... there's definitely a way you could make Pharmacy good. I at least believe that, because I think that maybe I was just bad back then, but I think pharmacy was viable back in the day when there was less doom in the economy. Episode 53, the one brainworm Elzal can never defeat. So true, bestie. Ayaka is in this video, or not Ayaka, Aiko is in this video for most of it, but there's a Moriko cameo at the end. So we're just gonna do... I mean, I guess we could do the Moriko thing again, because Moriko's got the same pose, so real. Now, I would cut out the left side, but we need to keep the, let's keep the symbol in there. So we do a little bit of, trolling. Just a treat. I think my least favorite thing about side locations... Oh, I did cleave it the wrong way. Oh my god. Oh well. I had the wrong layer. That's fine, that's fine. This is 53, that's correct. There's a Moriko at the end. Yes, there's a Moriko at the end. I think the thing about side locations, for me, that I think is so sad, is that there's so few of them. So it's like... You have, whatchamacallit? Like, for the forest, right? You only have the Witch's Tree. So there's no choice, right? Like, the Witch's Tree is really, really good, and it has no competition. And then you go to something like the Downtown. The Downtown, depending on the character that you're playing, has some really good shit, right? Like, if you're playing a knowledge character, or maybe a character who might want to use the small candle, the occult store is really good. If you're playing a character, or if you have like Akamanto maybe in the future, or you're worried about a human enemy in specific, the police station and the handcuffs are really good. Also, the police station is ridiculously broken with how much doom mitigation and damage mitigation you can get by lowering threat levels. So the police station is, like, ridiculously broken. And then you have, like, a personal preference shop of, like, dog shop and occult shop. And then if you're playing Haru, you need the vending machine, right? Or you're wanting to do, like, a cigarette run or whatever, right? So the problem for me is that there's just no competition for side locations that are, like, there's no competition for some side locations, and then there's competition for others. So, like, the illegal den is bad. It has some good qualities to it, and you need it for achievement hunting, and there's, like, some hyper niche tech you can do with a hunting rifle, because it does, like, 30 damage now. So there's, like, some niche boss killing tech that you can do, right? This is an Ayaka run, right? Yeah, this is an Ayaka run. Episode 54 is just a straight-up Ayaka run. We also play Guilty Gear in this episode. I'm pretty bad at Guilty Gear, though. Is this our, like, brief resurgence in the Guilty Gear arc? I don't remember. I want to get back into Guilty Gear Strive. It's really fun. It's the only fighting game that I've really been able to, like, put a lot of time into and feel good about. I think the only other fighting game that I played a lot was, like, it was one of the Mortal Kombats on, the Xbox 360. I was a smoke main. And even then, like, I was struggling. Well, okay, I completely forgot about Soul Calibur. And Soul Calibur is the fighting game that I played the most, Soul Calibur 4. I remember I had a custom character who was a Siegfried, like, clone. But all of his armor was dyed purple, and his name was Mr. Purple, and he just beat you to death with the crystal sword. My friend was who I played the game with was a Nightmare main. So it was Siegfried versus Nightmare, like, every match. It was so funny. And if I remember correctly, Siegfried in 4 was Nightmare in 2, right? Am I insane? Or was he Nightmare in 3? I don't remember. He was Nightmare in one of them. Oh, episode 55 is Safety in Numbers, huh? I wonder who that could possibly be. If Illegal Den were anywhere but Seaside, it would be viable. Yeah, that's true. Because the thing is, it's like the monument is ridiculously powerful, and the hardware store has two really solid weapons. And this is a hot take on my end, I think the Carpenter Hammer is viable on characters who level up quickly. And so I think of it as like 2.5 weapons. Did I even save this? I have no idea if I did. Hold on. 55. I don't think I saved this yet. No, I did not. And then there's, like, areas, which, I mean, kind of makes sense. Like, the mansion doesn't have any side locations. But it's like it should. But the problem is if the mansion gets a side location, that makes the game easier, and it's a 100% auto-include, because it has no competition. I think side locations competing with each other is such an interesting idea, and if every location in the game had 4 side locations, then it would be a good feature. It would be a fun feature, because then you're, like, customizing your town, you're building your town out how you like it, you're customizing your run how you like it. I think that would be really interesting, but the problem is it's like the only places that have side locations have like side location bloat, where it's like 4 side locations here, 4 side locations there, 1 side location there, which makes it very difficult. "56 Me When the Corpse is Twisted." Me and the Corpse Twisted Rutzou. This is an Ico run. Oh, it's playing the pharmacy theme right now. I think we probably looped through the soundtrack already. I do have it on shuffle, though. Like, it is actually kind of funny, like, even when they don't have competition, it's still, like, varies on whether or not they're viable, because that is actually something I'm thinking about right now, is the pharmacy does not have competition, because there's only 2 locations in the hospital, pharmacy and enter. There is no other location. So the fact that you never go to the pharmacy, I guess just does prove that it's, like, pretty bad in the meta today. Oh, episode 57 is the return of Haru. We haven't seen a Haru run in a long time. Although partly that is because, well, you know, we had like 9 or 12 episodes that were just like, hey, we're doing challenge runs here. And those were challenge runs that we were failing or whatever. And the Haru challenge run I think we did on our first try. So we got like 1 episode of Haru in the sea of everybody else, because Cold Turkey is kind of not that bad. Maybe we had like 2 Cold Turkey episodes. This is a Mizuki episode. This is a Mizuki episode. 58. Can't end on a loss. I will admit, some of these runs, I remember, it's actually kind of weird. I remember the earlier runs the best, because that's like when the game first came out and was all like exciting. And so I have like more active memories of that versus everything else. Webweaver streaming and committing content fraud? Real. True. Episode 59. I put every point into dexterity and I'm only slightly sorry. This should be a banger, isn't it? How much dexterity do we end up getting in this run? We have... we have 11 dexterity. We have 11 dexterity. That's great. Oh, Lorem Ipsum jump scare. Sorry. I misclicked slightly. Alright, where's the, there's Miku. Hello, Miku, welcome back. Oh, speaking of playlists ending, my quote-unquote favorite songs playlist that was auto-generated for me just randomly stopped, which I never chose that, by the way. And there was only, like, 2 songs in there that I'm like, hell yeah. Let's see. What do we got in the albums? What do we got in the albums? You know what? Sure, I haven't listened to Beautiful Sentence in like 80 years. That shit was apparently 2014. Oh my god. I mean, you do decide the fate of this world. This is when we started using Reshade again, around episode 60. Asato could clutch, by the way. Does Asato clutch? If you want to know if Asato clutches, you need to go back and watch episode 60. But I will spoil one thing. It's a Mizuki run. Mizuki moment. There we go. Oh! How... Is the stream good? I accidentally destroyed the Premiere Pro, but we're probably fine. We're probably okay. Me in episode 60 Rutzou. Just go back and rewatch all the episodes. True! And make sure to watch all the advertisements so that I get 30 cents. Thank you. Or become a paid member today for $1.99. What do you get? Nothing. Well, you get a Monday morning member shout out, but that's basically nothing. I love the members, thank you. I think that's the best way to do a membership thing on YouTube if you don't really have like anything unique to offer, is just make it like, hey, if you want to do it, you can, it's there. Ooh, another Mizuki episode. Idol with exquisite taste, me and Mizuki Rutzou. I think that's the best way to do it, because it just kind of ends up like, whatchamacallit, being entirely optional and something that people don't have to do. and it just kind of like works out, and you just thank them. Like, you have a schedule of thanking them. I know bigger YouTubers who make like actually like really high quality content, they thank their audiences like every video, but like every video is, you know, maybe like once a week, you know? Also, can I just say how much I can notice a difference? I'm gonna jump in the future real quick, okay? We're on episode 61, hold my place, right? The difference is literally like night and day. Like, I know that it doesn't, like, it's not that big of a difference for World of Horror, because World of Horror is World of Horror. But, like, if you go back and look at episode 61, and whenever there's a screen transition, it gets, like, the bitrate, the bitrate goes bad, the artifacting goes bad, it all looks bad. Now then go look at episode 134. And you see that shit, and there's no artifacting, there's no bitrate issues, it looks perfect. Like, I cannot stress how dog shit this stuff looked, because my graphics card was just horrible. I'm so happy. Like, I'm so glad that I just did not hallucinate that, and that, like, I'm going back and I'm looking at it, and it's like, wait, why is that there? Hold on. Just gonna... Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that in the playlist. So that's why it wasn't in my song playlist. It was in the World of Horror playlist the whole time. The camera is OP. Please do not nerf. Members get access to episodes 2 seconds early. Only if they have the bell rung. Only if they've ringed the bell of awakening. The thrill of imagining cans of beans materializing into Webb's home at an alarming rate. Thank you so much, Domina. I really appreciate it. Episode 62. I'm assuming since it's the camera, it's either a Yumiko or a Koji episode. Because I do know there was a thing for a little bit where we wanted to buy a whatchamacallit, camera on Yumiko to test to see, but this is definitely a Koji episode. I think the camera is better than I give it credit for. I want to use the camera more, but that requires going to the dog shop and then not buying the compass if it's there. This is a Kairi episode? Funny mask moment, Kairi do be healing though. Real. Just read the title. Just read the title and it works out. Just read the title and you can figure it out. So true, bestie. Also, I will say, though, we've never used... People are gonna get confused, because we've never used the Kairi ghost outfit, because we never play on Timeline B. I feel like if you do random timeline, you should be able to use the Halloween costumes. I feel like that would make sense. Triple Blood Frenzy attack. If I had to guess, I'd say this is an Ayaka episode. And you're goddamn right it is. Also, you know, speaking of YouTube monetization, very funny, right? Speaking of YouTube monetization, at the end of this month, we get our first payout. So that'll be very interesting. That'll be very cool. And so I'll buy the dog plushie like I said I would. And then I'll set up like a neutral lighting photo box and take a picture of it just to prove that I did. And then that'll be that. But I was actually looking at eBay, and I don't know if they're on sale still, but I was looking at these, I was looking at getting a camera secondhand, not for like face cams or anything like that. God, no. Absolutely not. Under no circumstance. Never. Hand reveal? Never. Dog reveal? Never. Face cam? Never. Under no circumstance are those things ever happening. Oh, this is another Kairi episode. Oh, this is when I was using those weird filters that kind of like warped the screen a little bit. But, I do want to do painting videos. And I was looking up, I want something that can film for about about 2 hours, because that's about how long I do painting sessions for. And so if something can film for 2 hours and need a battery change, that works perfectly. And something that I think is an underrated avenue to potentially explore is these things called action cameras. Now, they're designed for, like, people doing crazy shit, you know? But in actuality, you can probably get away with... I see a lot of Yumiko in this episode, episode 66. Yumiko gets the thumbnail. I skimmed through it. I skimmed through it. I think this is a mono Yumiko episode, but it might not be. But the thing is, like, people are always buying, like, the new action camera, and the old ones, the old action cameras, can film for about 2 hours, and because they're supposed to be, like, for professional people doing stunts or whatever that need, like, really good resolution, they can do 4K for, like, an hour and a half without needing a battery change. They come with 2 batteries, and they can mount on anything. And so, I feel like that would work. Like, it wouldn't be ideal. It wouldn't be, like, the perfect, miniature painting camera of all time. But I think it would work really well for, like, what I want to do. Like, genuinely. Because I wanted... Like, what I asked on the Reddit thing, like, a while back was, like, was there a good camera that could film at, like, 1080p for, like, hours? And everybody was like, just use your phone, dumbass. And I was like, listen, I hate to be, like, the super special main character of the internet or whatever, but I cannot use my phone uniquely because blah, 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 blah. And I need to have access to my phone. And I can't have it, like, just stable recording. And so I need to get a camera. And everybody's like, oh, don't waste your money on cheap cameras. And I was like, hey, this is my budget. Can somebody recommend me a camera within this budget? And the only person to recommend a camera recommended a camera that was like $1,000. I was like, entry level, thanks. But these used action cameras that are like certified refurbished by the company. Because I actually didn't know this. It makes total sense though. But a lot of Yumiko and Yashiro, huh? Do Yumiko... Wait, no, Juri and Yashiro. Do Juri and Yashiro... I don't think they do. I don't think they have the same pose. They do not. Yashiro gets the thumbnail. Yashiro doesn't get enough thumbnails. And also, it's a Rancid episode, so it makes sense that Yashiro advertises that. But, like, it makes a lot of sense. But, like, apparently what companies will do is they'll get, like, a return product from a customer, refurbish it, make sure it works and all that, and then they just put it up on eBay because they can't sell it new. And so they sell it used. And, yeah. Huh. Like, it's a good price. It's an old camera, but it does more than I need. It does more than what I wanted. And so I think that's a totally legit viable avenue. I do have to spend some money, though, soon. So I'm gonna wait until after to see how much money I have left over. But if it's still on sale by the time that I have the money, like, I know that I have the money to buy it, I'm definitely gonna get it. Because, like a camera that can mount anywhere and record for, like, an hour and 30 minutes, that would work perfectly. Again, it's not designed for what I need to do. So, like, a lot of these action cameras, they have, like, apps that you, like, upload the video to the app, and then you, like, edit the video in the app, and then you publish the video in the app. I'm not doing that. But they do have, like, roundabout ways of, like, if you take the cable, plug it into your computer, do some stuff, you can access the files in your computer, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, but, like, for an affordable entry-level price, and it has better specs than what I want, I don't think you can actually complain about that at all. Episode 69, nice, is apparently a Moriko run. So, how long have we been doing this live stream? I typically want to live stream for about 2 hours, right? How do you check how long you've been live streaming? It doesn't really... An hour and 44 minutes. We'll go a little bit longer. But this has been a good, this has been good. It's helped me get back into the swing of things for live streaming. Because, specifically, whenever I'm not doing World of Horror, there's, like, an adjustment period of, like, I need to do this for, whatchamacallit, 77. I mean, we are close, right? So maybe we could just finish doing it. Maybe we could just finish, because we've only got, like, you know, we've only got, like, 65 episodes to go. Lorem Ipsum jump scare. Real. Oh, this is a Miku episode. Real. Jury run to kick off the new year. Oh my god. That's crazy. Yeah, 2 months ago, the new year, Lamau. That's wild. The first run of the new year was a jury run. So, and now that I'm getting back into the swing of things and I'm kind of like getting more comfortable with streaming, we can probably go ahead and plan the next stream. Wait, that's still Miku. There we go. 71 real. Knowledge? Dexterity? Strength? ... question mark. This is a Haru run, huh? Alright. It really is crazy going over, like, the really old, like... Well, not old. You can't call the current 1.0 arc old. I would die. But, like... It is a trip down memory lane, like, genuinely. And it's nice. It's pretty cool. Episode 73 is a Moriko episode, so we skip it. Yumiko's violin recital. So, episode 74. Because this is going a little bit faster, because I can just skip anything that's a Moriko episode, because we're gonna leave that as a legacy. Moriko before March 14th did not have a left arm. And by Moriko, I mean Morne. Morne Moriko drip. Real. Also, it helps that a lot of the unique thumbnails are gone. It helps that I stopped doing unique thumbnail edits for most of these. Double spell slinging Kairi. Apparently, I talked about AI articles here because that's what the comments are saying. AI articles are wacky. Because, like, I genuinely, when I'm trying to look something up, I'll, like, put, like, 2022 and, like, previous. Because I don't want to deal with that shit, man. Uh-oh. It's dog moment? No way. No way. It's the dog. It's look who it is. She's not going crazy. She's just doing a little barks, so she's fine. She's doing a little barks. It's okay. Okay, now she's going a little wacky. Going a little wacky, potentially wild, even? No. No way. You can have a little dog moment as a treat. I'm in the groove right now. Episode 76, He's Gone Mad, recorded on FanFest Day. Oh, it's a Moriko episode, we can just skip it. Here's the thing. Okay. For FanFest... Oh, God. I really wanted to go to FanFest, and I'm sad that I wasn't able to go to FanFest, but you know what? It worked out for the best. I had some money left over that I was able to... Well, the money that I was going to spend on going to FanFest, I was able to spend on other things that I needed way more. So that was so true, that was so real. But, like, when Dawn Trail comes out, oh, you guys are screwed. You guys are screwed. Dawn Trail is gonna be... I'm gonna go so hard in Dawn Trail. I'm gonna have to pre-record so many goddamn episodes just so that I won't be interrupted. Like, the moment I know the release date, And, you know, every time we go for a pre-recorded arc, you know, I gotta say the same thing every single time we go for a pre-recorded arc. If the game updates, it is what it is. It's not a Kairi episode, it's a Koji episode. Episode 77. Episode 78, a video that missed so much YouTube could... Oh god, that was this annoying video. So I put this video up, and it was uploaded, and it was done. And it was supposed to... And I did this, apparently at 5 a.m., but I did this early in the morning, way before the video was supposed to be published as a Miku episode. And it just kept processing. It just kept processing. Over and over and over again, and it just kept processing. And I took a nap. I went through my day. I went throughout my day, and I assumed that it was done. I assumed that it was uploaded because all the other episodes uploaded, but not this one. And so I don't remember when it was actually uploaded, but I had to re-upload it because YouTube just could not process this video. It was too powerful. Episode 78, it was too powerful. Aiko on Ill-Fated for episode 79? That's crazy, bro. I wonder what character we play on episode 79. Aiko on Ill-Fated. I wonder. I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna unclick this, and I'm just gonna unclick that, and then I'm gonna click this, and then we're on Aiko moment. And then we're on episode 79. Episode 80 is apparently the jury run, where she is her. So if you don't mind me saying, we're just gonna roll this up. I feel like a 20-minute The Jury Run episode is probably exclusively focused on your boy, Haru and the Hill. Episode 81, baby! Oh, you didn't even see that one coming. There was no way for you to know. There is no way for you to know, chat. It's Look Who It Is. I actually really like the smoke trail effect for the Haru versions. That is wrong. That is completely and utterly wrong. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if you got jump scared there. But I'm doing quick exports, because quick exports are much better than going through the lengthy-ass process of episode 82, Moriko ain't Falco, huh? So I think we'll just skip to episode 83. It's a Miku episode, based, and we're feeling pretty good about that. I will say I am kind of losing a little bit of momentum. I'm losing a tad bit of momentum here. So I don't know... I mean, we're not that like, we're pretty close to being done. There's not that many more videos to go. But we'll probably stop in the next couple of, episodes, and then I'll get the rest done later. I still have to actually manually go through and replace every single thumbnail. So, episode 84, Haru can quit anytime he wants, huh? To me, that sounds like we're gonna do a little Haru gaming here. Episode 85, Exorcism Moment. We actually tried Exorcism on this. There's no way we won this run, right? There's no way we won this run. We threw this run to prove a point, didn't we? I'm not skipping to the end, but, like, any time I hear anything about Exorcism in this game, it goes bad. Like, I cannot imagine for 5 seconds how, like... I mean, seriously. It's the ghost exorcisms in this game, like, what do we even say? What do I even say about ghost exorcisms in this game? Like, they are just so unimaginably difficult to do. Also, the reason why I'm running out of steam is that my music stopped playing. So true, bestie. I guess I'm just gonna put Eimer Noir on, and we'll see how that goes. If that carries me, that carries me. Like, I'm literally stun-locked right now. Like, I'm literally stun-locked. I titled a video. Exorcism Moment. We have to lose that episode. We have to lose that episode. There's no way an exorcism went on and it was, like, successful and it didn't end up costing us the run, right? Like, there's no way. And then the next one, the next episode, episode 86, is my Branch Toshiaki build, which is based as hell, by the way. Absolutely based. This is a Kairi run, isn't it? It is! It's a Kairi funny mask moment! I think the worst thing about choosing the ghost outfit, and I said this earlier, is that a lot of people are not gonna know who the ghost outfit belongs to because World of Horror does not let you pick the Halloween costume, even if you get Timeline B on random timeline. Very funny. Or is that just the jank of the fact that it's bugged? You know what I mean? Like how when you pick random timeline, it does different things. Like one random timeline option is it picks a timeline randomly for you, and then the other one is it's a random timeline every mystery, which is the best option, by the way. It is the only way that I play this game. It is the only way that I play this game, and it is the only way I ever will play this game because it's just so overwhelmingly more enjoyable. Please never patch that out. Like, I will be so sad if that gets patched out. It is one of the... Also, I'm so dumb. When I was doing the example earlier of, like, characters have similar outfits, the schoolgirl outfits. Like, the school outfits are literally the same on every character who has them, you know what I mean? So, like... Yeah, that. That's why you can't pick, like, a school outfit for a character. And I'm just seeing that, like, episode 88 has Aiko in her school drip, right? It's like, a lot of other characters also just have the school drip. So that's why you can't pick the school outfit. Because you'd never be able to tell. You have to pick a distinctive, whatchamacallit. This is a Mimi episode. 89 is a Mimi episode? It's been 80 years. I'm sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place right now, which is real, which is true. And Mimi, sorry, did I say Miku? This is a Mimi episode. And Mimi is 100% a real nurse. True. Qualified, she went to medical school. Next one's a Miku episode. The engine is revved. I have no idea what this could potentially mean. I don't remember this at all. We're starting to get into the meta of, like, the episodes are so recent that it's like, I have no idea what they even, like, what even happens in them. Like, what happened in the last episode, I couldn't tell you. Like, put a gun to my head, I would say I played Jury, and if that's not good enough, you're pulling the trigger. The Kazumi Isekai plot. Now, I do remember this, because this was a bit. Mizuki and Miku. Does Mizuki have her arms crossed, too? No. We haven't had a Mizuki thumbnail in a while, so we'll go ahead and do we'll go ahead and do Mizuki for this one. I do remember the Kazumi Isekai plot though, and that is true. If I ever am writing an Isekai, Kazumi will be the main character. I think Timeline X is a feature at this point. You can actually select it in the proper menu and it works now. Oh, okay. I remember it was originally reported as a bug, and you never know with this game's development if something's going to be, like, irredeemably destroyed beyond recognition. Which is a very mean thing to say, I guess, and I apologize for saying it. But, like, I don't know. I've seen, like... I've followed this game's development for long enough that I'm just so skeptical. I'm just so nervous about it. Like, please, the game is good, don't make it worse. Because I remember that shit. I remember the HOD wasn't supposed to be fun. Like, HOD's not supposed to be fun mines. I remember the, like, I'm gonna make the game unplayable on higher difficulties. I remember that discourse. I remember that shit. People would come into my DMs and say that, and like post about it. We had to make a thread in like the server so that people could just like post their drama woes about World of Horror when that shit was going on. And it's like, yeah, I don't wanna. I'm just a little guy. 93's a Moriko episode. We can skip it. The banter of Legends. Oh god, this is like when the League of Legends shit was in full swing. Listen, I'm sorry for being a League of Legends degenerate, okay? I enjoy playing MOBAs. Like, I am one of the rare people who just, like, actually enjoys playing a MOBA. I'm so sorry. Like, I am genuinely... I'm so sorry that I like playing League of Legends. Like, it's just so fun to play. I can't help it. And now I have friends who play it with me as well. I got Plunger into it. It's like, oh. Like, I'm an asshole for getting my friends into League of Legends, but, like, it's also just a great game. It's a great game! Me when I'm mentally deranged. Me when I could be legally put down. Me when I could be legally euthanized. Real. 95 is a Moriko episode, so we're skipping it. 96 seems to be a Koji episode, so we can roll that back. We can run it back. Not the WoD drama, real. The Gambit. The Reason Gambit. I don't remember this at all, but I do see Jury in a demon mask, which is based as hell. That's good imagery. So now I'm kind of wondering, you know. $17 damage per attack, episode 98. Place your bets in the comments and chat down below. Who do you think 17 damage per attack is referring to in the title? I wonder. I haven't even looked at the episode yet. The answer is Ayaka. The answer is Ayaka. It's always Ayaka. I'm not even looking. I'm just... Episode 98, you're getting an Ayaka thumbnail. There is only one reality where you're doing 17 damage per attack. And honestly, that's kind of on the lower end of Ayaka these days. Like, a lot of the time, you're doing like 23 plus. The Ayaka power scaling in this game is so silly. Oh, is this the start of the Pokidoku arc? 99 daily challenge bit stealing? Oh my god. Oh my god, the Pokidoku arc. We love Pokidoku. I need to hide the Ayaka layer. There we go. There's also an Aiko episode. This is also an Echo the Dolphin episode. Oh my god. Okay. That's not this April Fool's video, but an Aiko run that just turns into a playthrough of Echo the Dolphin would be so funny. I binged all the early development episodes and I'm now horribly obsessed with the game. I mean, I would say God bless, but, you know, depending on which one it is, it's more of a curse. You know, you don't really want to get like a spider bite or something because Gatako Tarasu said, "Woe, spiders be upon ye." This music is giving... Which one is it? It's School Combat? Yeah. You must be dreaming in the UI at this point. I mean, that's kind of real. But here's the thing, I'm not actually that good with the UI as I should be, because I still mess up that stupid handcuffs tech every single time. I'm so bad at the handcuffs tech. Episode 100, the big triple digits, and we celebrated it by playing Jury. I'm noticing a trend here. Why is it that when it's a milestone episode, or like a holiday episode, we're playing Jury? Do I have bias? I think I have bias. The jury fit is immaculate, though. So you love to see it. Episode 101. What's that owl's name again? I have no idea. It's a Yashiro episode, though, so... You know, kill me. But not in, like, a YouTube terms of service violating way. In, like, a... I don't know. We're gonna sweep that one under the rug. I do really love the little angel halo on the eye stalk, though. That's unfathomably based. Psychic Steel Madness. This has to be in relation to Poki... Oh, this is all Pokidoku nonsense. This is all Pokidoku bullshit. And also 102 is a Moriko episode, so we skip. Episode 103 is a Mizuki episode. Unfortunately, we've kind of gone over like a lot of the previous topics already, and we're starting to get to the point where we're seeing those topics come up again in other episodes as I'm skimming through them, and I'm like... This entire, like, first half of the video, episode 104, is just Pokidoku, isn't it? Oh, it's a jury episode. I'm a jury Andy, aren't I? Oh my god, I'm not a jury main, am I? Oh no. I do really like playing jury. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. Hold on, we have to redo that. That's the Mizuki drip. Quick export, 104. There we go. Episode 105, Ice from Alola. This is the sand shrew, right? The Alolan sand shrew. Oh yeah, this is all just trivia game bullshit. Internet celebrity, etc., 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 trivia bullshit. But this is an Ico run, so we run it back. The jury is in. Web is a jury main. These are so cute. I love the thumbnails. Do you have the Twitter for who makes them? In the description of every video is the link to Bunny Bones' Instagram, because that is what she preferred. I asked her if she wanted her Twitter in the thumbnail, in the description, and she said that she wants her Instagram in the description. So you can go see Bunny Bones' Instagram in the description of every single video that uses one of her thumbnails that she made for me, that I commissioned, that I paid for. That's a very important aspect of it, is that I paid for all of these, and I got permission to use them as thumbnails. But the artist is, Bunny Bones. Will the artist ever do the alternate outfits of the characters? Potentially, but the purpose for this thumbnail was I wanted to essentially have, like, a Morne cosplaying as some of the more noticeable outfits for the characters, so that you could see what character we're playing before you click on the video, and it's still the unique thumbnail. It definitely would be, it would definitely be doable, though. The poses are all there. It would just, she would just need an outfit reference, but that would, but two things would need to occur. One, I would need to pay her, and two, she would need to be free. And she's pretty busy. The jury supercut jury duty, oh my god. And I mean, I get, I even get special treatment, honestly. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but I am Bunny Bones does let me get in, like, the commission queue whenever I want. Because I've been a very consistent customer. Who the hell is this? I skipped to a point in the video, and I just see the spiral hoodie. Now, I read the title, and it's Kairi and her worm. So I'm assuming it's Kairi, but, like, I have genuinely no idea. Because it's, I skipped to the frame in the video where you're in the bath, and so the character doesn't have clothes, except they're wearing the spiral hoodie. So it's like, how the hell am I supposed to know the spiral hoodie stays on during the shower? Um, 107. Episode 108. What is a W? What is an E? My not knowing anything about League of Legends moment for abilities. Which is why I can never play Viego. Because whenever I hijack somebody, I have no idea what their abilities do. How else will the horror in your bathtub drain be intimidated? Real. It was actually the, now that I look at it closer, it was actually the Hairi outfit. So, like, the Kairi Haru ship outfit or whatever, where Kairi's wearing Haru's stuff. And she actually has that pose where she's, like, holding a cigarette. And so that's why it doesn't look like normal Kairi to me. What's up, y'all? Hello, FT Wilson. How you doing? I'm doing alright. We're doing some thumbnail shenanigans. Did I export 108 already? Yes I did. 109, oops, all Gardevoirs. Real. Oh, it's a Haru episode, okay. Oops, it really was all Gardevoirs. Oh, this is where we learned about the Hisui, the Zora Hisui being normal. It is probably wrong that a lot of my memories of the recent episodes are just what I learned in Pokidoku. And I'm so bad at Pokidoku. 109. 110, he only knows Omanite. So true, bestie. Omanite, rock, water, fossil. Is the Moriko episode? I'm skipping it. Could it be? No way. Oh, another dickhead with the spiral hoodie, but this is Koji. Oh, 111, huh? Not 115, unfortunately. Export 1111. Now, actually swapping these over is going to be an ordeal and a half. Because you have to you have to do it manually, and the thumbnail selection in YouTube has not changed in, like, since they introduced auto thumbnails. Like, they give you 3 pictures, and then you can, like, right-click in the... not right-click. You can click in the top right corner of the picture to choose a custom thumbnail. It's really janky. It's completely functional. It's just weird. 112, Mizuki moment, real. It would be cool if the episodes of Something Truly Evil had their face on the poster instead of the schoolgirl. That's actually a really good idea, yeah. That might be a fun custom edit for the Something Truly Evil episode. I don't remember, there was an episode recently in, like, recent World of Horror history where we got ganked by Something Truly Evil. Or, like, really close to it. No, there was an episode where we just got ganked as Something Truly Evil. I'm actually that would be a fun edit to do, but I don't remember what episode that was. Mimi, episode 113. 113. Not 115, not the based song. Me when it's evolved by an item, 114. Yashiro? What are you doing here? Get out of here. Alright, now 115. An Ayaka run. Alright. You can hear the violent music playing. I mean, we're almost there. We've only got a few, like, 20-ish more episodes to go, and then I'll have taken care of all of it, editing-wise. But while recently been trying to memorize the lighthouse symbols, I have them all down, like, because 900 hours brain rot, but the easiest ones for me to recommend are the ones, or recognize, are the ones that look like chaos symbols from Warhammer 40k. The sign of Nurgle is dexterity, and the sign of Slanesh is the boss. What's his name? Oh god, what is his name? Toshiaki-san? No. That's Toshi. What's his name? Oh god, I don't remember his name. Yeah, no, I got no idea. I completely forgot the final boss's name. Fake fan. Episode 116, Common Toshiaki W. I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't even need to. I don't even know. I don't even need to go on this episode. I can just click this button, and then we're good to go. Me when I episode 117. Jury likes hurting people. Is this the episode that someone did fan art over? Because I remember it was hurt people, and then there was like a really good like jury art with a carpenter hammer that was uploaded to the Discord. Like, that shit was awesome. Uh-oh. I just looked on Discord because I wanted to see it again. I have a ping on the... Oh no, why did I get pinged? Okay, we're good. No emergency, we're fine. But I want to see it again. Yeah, hurting people feels good. Jury with the freaking carpenter hammer. Yeah, that was so good. By Meat Horror Baby. That was so good. That is so, like, I love the like neutral color palette with like that's in shades, and then the only color is blood with red. That's so peak. That's so peak, bro. That's so peak, sister. Oh, we love to see it. Yeah, no, I just wanted to look at that again. That's absolutely fantastic. Anytime I get to see good World of Horror art is a good day. I'm not gonna show somebody's fan art. Well, I actually don't. That's presumptuous as well. I just saw it in response to someone in the comments saying hurt people, and then later on there was a post in the art channel saying like hurting people feels good. I don't know if it's fan art. I don't know if it's art that somebody made a while ago or specifically. So that was presumptuous of me to say, but I don't know, like, who made it, and I don't have expressed permission to repost it or share it. If you'd like to see it, it's on the Web's Hangout over the Web Discord server in the painting channel. You just have to scroll up a little bit. That's all. It's really good though. It's an absolute banger. And there's some other stuff in there too, like there's fan art of Green, and there's some Morne fan art in there too, along with a fat rat being grabbed. Or no, it's the Gobsmacked! Oh my god, it's the Gobsmacked! We need to bring it back. We need to bring back the Gobsmacked. The people require Gobsmacked. I'll check in the channel, thank you, I'm blind. Oh, you did that? It's great. It's absolutely fantastic. And hey, there you are. You can be the pointing at the TV meme. That's something that you recognize. You know that. 118. Yumiko's Race Against Time. I can't possibly wonder what character we play here. It's kind of crazy, right? $119 Haru Win. Do we play Haru in the episode titled Haru Win? Yes, we do. We do play... Folks, we play Haru in the episode titled Haru. Understandable, have a nice day. Let's see. Where's Haru? Right there. Oh, I have Yushiro still enabled. 119... Episode 120, Mimi from Connecticut. She's gonna Connecticut you. Mimi moment real. Oh god. Oh no. Do you think we're ever gonna get to here? I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about episode 1109. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about episode... we got there on the previous series. I don't want to think about that for this series right now. Played as Haru today and bashed Akamanto with the Carpenter Hammer 8 times in one turn and he died. Based. Episode 121, secret 100% completion character spoilers. Alright, I'm using it. It got commissioned. This is not the most recent episode, so people aren't seeing it in their subscription feeds. I'm using it. I'm using it. We went over it earlier. We're using it. The pizza shirt drip exists. Which I guess you could just say is like a Yushiro outfit alt. I just rendered that one correctly, right? Yeah, I did, okay. 122. This was back in February 27th. Update news revealed. Also, jury's in the title, so I wonder who we play. Should we do the jury cut? The jury duty? Oh, no. Jury reporting for duty. No! Oh, I'm gonna die. $123, the meta episode. Oh yeah, this is where I talk about analytics and stuff. You know, I tried to talk about analytics in the Dark Souls video, and Plunger, he cut it out because it was during, like, the most annoying part of the video, where, like, I was stuck in hell, and I was just, like, not making any progress for, like, 30 minutes, or, like, 20 minutes or something, and you just cut all that out, which is completely fair. Wait, hold on, this is a Mizuki episode, not a jury episode. Mizuki moment, there she is. I don't even think this is an outfit that Mizuki has, but it's like something that she has when you're in the apartment, and that's just what people associate Mizuki with, so... Fair enough. Oh god, episode 124, he's talking about Knight Errant. I am talking about Knight Errant, it's true. It's real. And this is an Ico episode. 125 EP Web. That's just me every day. Oh, nice. The one point I skipped to in the video is the one where I'm looking at the town status so I can't see the character. It's a Koji episode, alright. Understood, locking in. Hospital branded Vital Clue Wombo. Oh god, I got owned here. This is the Kyrie episode. $127. Oh, I didn't change the... Hey, wait a minute. Why are the episodes all messed up in the playlist? Because this is episode 127, but we haven't done episode 126 yet. Oh, I know exactly why. Because it is... When I uploaded them, I changed their upload date and, like, their order, but they were all added to the playlist immediately. So that makes sense. 126, we're going back in time. I mean, this whole thing is going back in time, so I guess it, you know, that's just, like, everything that we're doing is back in time. You get what I mean. We were on 2.7, now we're on 2.6. So now 126. Now we go back to... We go to 130 for fun. We go to 130, and this is a jury episode. Hey, look, last time rendering with an AMD GPU. That's a milestone episode, and we're playing jury. I'm noticing something here. The trend continues. And so now, it's 128. Moriko in a rock ring, huh? I wonder. Now we're going to episode 129, and that's a Ayaka. The Ayaka fit is real. And then we're at the episode 130's live stream web. Oh, hello, Horde Japan. I will say that this is the long-running bit of ours where you show up at the end of the live stream is so true and so real because we're almost done. I've almost got all the thumbnails finished, but we've still got a few more to go. Episode 131, we are so back. This is a Miku episode. Why is it just an... I just skipped to a random portion near the end, and it's just the brick PNG. I mean, this happened, like, this didn't happen very long ago, so I imagine I had to, like, look up a region in Pokidoku or something. That's the only thing I can even think of. 131, done. And then 132... The scalpel heard round the world. Nobody ever figured out that bug, right? Like, literally nobody ever figured out that bug. Like, why, when the boss kills you, it just randomly dies sometimes. This is probably a Mimi run, right? Oh no, this is a Toshiaki run! We're using the scalpel as Toshiaki. I can't believe I almost made that mistake. It's like, yeah, we manually bought the scalpel for fun. Like, so nobody ever figured that out, why the oil boss just randomly dies. Like, that's just a bug that exists, and everybody's like, yeah. 133, a jury episode, huh? Getting a lot out of this. Getting a lot out of the jury fit. Huh? Share for review. Get that out of there. I don't know what that says. Adobe, don't dox me. I don't know what a share for review means. Get it out of here. 134. Oops is back. We're having a lot of nostalgic bangers here, where it's just like, oh, you know, the boss randomly dies. Kick heard round the world. Oh, I make an embarrassing mistake at the end of a run that costs us is, oops is back, homie is back. Also, I'm dumb. I didn't actually update the text number. Although both of these might be, jury episodes. Is that real? Yes, episode 133 and 134 are both jury episodes. Episode 135, can you out-curse an eldritch god? This is the most recent one, and this is a pretty banger episode, by the way, so I'd recommend watching it if you haven't already. But you probably have. This was the episode for today, because I forgot to hit the publish button. It was sitting there for 80 goddamn years. And we're back. We're all caught up. That's it. We have remade successfully every single thumbnail. And then we've left the old Moriko. We've left the old Moriko to look like how it usually does, which is without a left arm. And so all future Moriko ones, oh my god, I almost threw I accidentally almost pulled my phone off the chair. But all future Moriko episodes will have the correct with a left arm thumbnail. But as a legacy thing to remember, we're gonna have Moriko without her left arm for a little bit. I had to go back and check out the Yashiro drip. Sadly, no Yashiro in a speed. Oh no, hold on. Alright, we're good. Yeah, Dog was giving her 3 bark salute for our boy Yashiro, who is not in a Speedo. Unfortunately, I don't think Morne could get away with cosplaying Yashiro in a Speedo, the Yashiro in a Speedo drip on a YouTube thumbnail. I think the, I think the Mimi and the Haru drips are about as far as you could go. But, the episode where something truly evil ganked you was 114. I'll definitely look into that after the stream is over. But, yeah, no, it's, the whole 1.0 series so far has been a pretty fun, wild ride of, like, World of Horror being the same thing as always, and then also having, like, new, really weird additions or balance changes that I don't know about, and then getting owned for knowledge diff, which has been really funny. Overall, I enjoy World of Horror a lot, and the series is gonna keep going, obviously. I would like to get quite a bit of use out of these Omni thumbnails. Yeah, there's not going to be another World of Horror episode today. The one that I accidentally uploaded at, like, 2 in the morning is your World of Horror episode for today. Sorry there was no episode yesterday. Oh, she's trying to get back to the window. The moment I put her on her chair, she's like, I'm gonna jump out the window and go give the 3 bark salute for Yashiro in a Speedo. So true, so real. But, yeah, I think we're coming up on the end of the stream. This has been going on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm losing my energy fast here. There's only so much the Noir collection for Eimer can do. Star Ring Child's a banger, but, I think the Bardic inspiration is, running out just a little bit. Oh my god. I wanted to, you know, time myself ending the stream appropriately. But here we go. Me and Ads Rutzou. Should be, but you know what? I'll give myself 30 cents. Hold on. Oh my god, with Microsoft Copilot, you can turn words into images with AI. No way. Wow. Oh my god. Alright, Microsoft, thanks for the 30 cents. Oh my god, I have to wait? Oh man. YouTube ads are so bad. Like, you should watch them because it gives me 30 cents. And I'm gonna watch them because it gives me 30 cents, but they're also so bad. So if you do watch the ads, I really appreciate it. Alright. We're gonna turn the music down. We're gonna put up extra breadsticks, anything for my amigo. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the love and support on the channel. I really appreciate the support from the members. And I really appreciate the patience from the members of the fact that I have a skill issue. We're going to be doing more live streams. I have fun ideas for live streams, but I only want to live stream when I have a fun idea for a live stream, I think. I don't want to do another playthrough live, I think. But I do want to do longer form videos at some point, probably on the weekend. I don't know if I want to bring back the farming for whatchamacallits. I kind of feel like I need like some gameplay as well to carry the anecdotes a little bit. Not because So here's the thing, right? When I have an anecdote, I can usually get it out there in a 20-minute World of Horror episode, no problem. But when I'm doing like a live stream, the problem is, like, if there's nothing to carry the anecdotes, like, I'll get the anecdotes out in like 20 or 30 minutes, and then I'll like run out of things to talk about, and then I'll have to think about it and be like, what do I talk about? And so, you know, with having a game with like engaging gameplay aside, it's like when the gameplay is slow, that's when you bang out the anecdotes, and then when the gameplay is hectic, that's when you focus on the game and you commentate about what's going on in the game. It's a whole process. Anyways, I really appreciate everything, all the support and all the love. I haven't really had to deal with any like bad things. Like you hear about online a lot. Oh, like toxicity and stuff, but I guess maybe I don't have to deal with toxicity because I never look up my name online. But you know, we got a good community. I really appreciate that. I'm never taking that for granted, and I'm really appreciative, and I love all the support, and it makes me feel good. So, you know. Sorry, I'm also listening to myself at the same time, and so it's a little bit more difficult to talk. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is Webweaver. Thank you for entertaining the silly idea for a stream. We will do the tier list some point in the next week. I am busy over the weekend, and so we might do the stream on Monday or Wednesday. No, Thursday, probably. We'll probably, if we stream, it'll probably be on a Thursday, because I don't have anything to do on Thursdays. And if we stream, there will be no World of Horror on that day. Because it takes, if I'm doing a stream this length, it takes longer than actually making a World of Horror. Then the update comes out and makes the tier list obsolete, then I can just make another one and farm more views. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next episode of whatever you decide to watch next. Bye-bye!